What's good? It's your boy, and I'm back with another banging video. And today we got a Jordan reaction video. So this is from Jimmy High Roller. So y'all make sure y'all subscribing to his channel. You know, I like to shout them out. You feel me? Always support. Let us support the channel. So we're on this Jordan journey. I've been trying to get a lot of basketball videos in for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all been sending music reactions, a lot of different type of stuff I've been doing. But I know we have a certain type of people that always want to see the basketball stuff. So I had to come back with it for you guys. Also, if you're new to the content, make sure you like it and subscribing, bro. It took Michael Jordan 8 years to pull this off. What is he talking about? 8 years? I don't know for sure. I'm not even gonna think too deep into it. I'm not even gonna hold y'all any longer. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna speak a little bit throughout. We're gonna speak after the video. Let's get it.
Go to Michael Jordan again on the money play. Here's Jordan. They got a foul to waste. Remember now, if Michael beats you on the drive, you can grab him. He pulls up for the jumper. Shaw with a long rebound. Chicago does not
missed
have
that
a foul. 17 seconds to Paris. The pull-up jumper by Parrish. The rebound by Shaw. Offensive rebound. That's what we talked about. Second shot. Boston wins. 78.
It's November 6th.
That was the Larry Boston.
A ringless 27-year-old Michael Jordan and his Bulls have gotten the season off to a slow start. Back-to-back losses, and now with time winding down against the Celtics, they are looking at their third loss in a row. Not the most ideal way to kick off the season. But little did he know, this stretch of losses would go down as one of the most significant events in his entire career. Because for the next 2,777 days, Michael Jordan would never lose 3 games in a row again.
Damn. I was trying to see what that was.
What's up, everybody? It's Jim. Brothers. We need to talk. For years, Trap Sax has provided us with the most beautiful, inspiring background music we could ever ask for. It really hit home with its fat bass and smooth jazz riffs. But, unfortunately, the studio that owns the original sample from decades ago won't let us use it anymore. I know.
That's
Might
tough.
as well just delete my channel now. But, as much as it hurts, we must rise and stand tall for our fallen brethren. So let's take a moment of silence for the incredible, the incomparable Trap Sax.
Moment of silence.
But if there's anything that can cheer a basketball fan up, it is a ridiculous, awesome Michael Jordan story. And boy, do I have just that. Of all the accomplishments MJ had amassed in his 15-year career, possibly the most impressive and untouchable feat is one that you have probably never even heard of. A couple years ago, someone pointed out that from November 7th, 1990, up until the day Jordan won his 6th ring and hung up his Bulls jersey for good, he did not lose 3 consecutive games. That's 2,777 days without losing 3 games in a row. 500 regular season games, 126 playoff games, coming to a grand total of 626 matchups without a single 3-game losing streak.
8
Now,
seasons?
when I first heard this, I was skeptical. I mean, a streak of this caliber sounds virtually impossible. In fact, mathematically, it is virtually impossible. But after further investigation, I'll be damned. This man really went 9 years, almost an entire decade, without taking 3 L's in a row. I'm searching, digging desperately to find out the truth surrounding this claim.
Wait. I like his video because he actually went through the search and I didn't have to go through the search. I was talking about that when I heard that, and I heard about this streak before in a video before this one. So I was like, man, I gotta go do the research. I'm like, somebody do the research for me. But some people be getting mad in the comments. They be like, hey, bro, why do these YouTubers or these reactors always think we gotta do their homework? I be like, hey, bro, some of y'all be already knowing. That's why I be asking. I don't know. I don't mind doing homework. But I like his videos because he got interesting videos and he be deep into them analytics. I like them analytics. I like numbers myself. But yeah, man, it's insane. That's 8 seasons, a 9-year stretch. They said 2,777 days without 3 L's in a row. On top of the fact that, you know, the 3-peat, you know what I'm saying? It didn't retired and then 3-peating after that. And then I seen somebody in the comments brought up the fact that I said he retired because of gambling problems. I don't know for sure. And then like some people say it's about his father. We don't know for sure. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Or what you know for sure it is. I'm not out here saying what I say for sure. It's a lot of comments and I catch a lot of them. So I do try to listen and implement that into some of the reactions and let y'all know that I'm listening whenever y'all commenting. So please leave a like. Anyway, but yeah, man, whether it was I know it, maybe both of them had a part in it. Maybe gambling had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, man, he is one of the greatest athletes ever to play the game. There's nobody that can really touch him when it comes down to the, like, especially when it comes down to going to the champion. Like him and Tom Brady on a different level. Like when it comes down to being a champion, like Tom Brady, when it comes down to football, there's no question who's the best. Like, I mean, there's always a debate, but in my opinion, there's no question that Tom Brady is the GOAT of all GOATs in football. And when it comes to basketball, there's no question that Jordan is the GOAT of all GOATs. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's an unbelievable stat, but if anybody could do it, I think Jordan would be able to do it, which is crazy. But let's get back into the video because he thinks the same way I think. Like, you gotta look into that and see it, and he going down the stats like, bro, no, never lose 3 games in a... Yo. And to not lose in the finals, right before I get back into it, to never lose in the finals, bro, 6 for 6. Whether you want to call that luck or whatever you want to call it, it's still crazy, though. Let's get back into it.
And it is 100% fact. As if Mike didn't already have enough accomplishments. As if the man wasn't shitting on the competition bad enough, 2 decades after he laced up for the last time with the Bulls, and we are still uncovering pieces of his dominance. To put the magnitude of this streak into perspective, in 2010, Ben Blatt of the Harvard Sports Analysis Collective crunched the numbers on such an absurd streak, and his calculations revealed some absolutely absurd numbers. The probability of an average NBA team accomplishing such a streak is, you ready for this? About 1 in 1 quadrillion, or 0.0000000
2 hours later.
000166, which is a number so vast and so unlikely that there really isn't anything to compare it to.
There's not even no possibility for something like that to happen.
A basketball player making it to the NBA is about 1 in 3,200. Odds of one day becoming an NBA champion are about 1 in 22,500. Odds of winning an Olympic gold medal are 1 in 662,000, and odds of winning the Powerball, 1 in 300 million. So, yeah. MJ pulling this off is mathematically by far his greatest accomplishment. Now, you may be thinking, this was a team effort rather than an individual one, so the Bulls should be getting credit as well. And although this is a valid point, when you look into the numbers, you'll see that this isn't quite true. Due to Mike's first retirement and players coming and going, even MJ's own teammates don't have a streak like his, although Dennis Rodman racked up one hell of a streak himself. Check out the current streaks of NBA teams in regards of games since their last 3 consecutive losses. Including the playoffs, no team has managed to go even 90 games without losing 3 in a row. In fact, only 6 teams have strung together more than 20 games without losing 3 consecutively. look at how many teams have 0 games since their last 3-game losing streak. 0. If you add up all the streaks from every NBA team, they still don't come close to Mike's 626. Absolutely insane. If we take a look at some of the more dominant teams in modern NBA history, you will continue to realize how difficult a streak like this truly is. Michael's streak spanned 8 years and 7 active seasons, and only came to an end because he retired. The reigning NBA champions, the Toronto Raptors, lost 3 in a row just this past season in November. The three-peat Lakers lost 3 games in a row in February of 2002, nearly 3 years after their streak began. Throughout the last 5 years, the Warriors have been the winningest team over any 5-year stretch in NBA history, and even they lost 3 games in a row on 4 different occasions throughout this 5-year stretch, including the infamous
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
Now, don't get it twisted. There were a few occasions where Jordan's streak nearly came to an end, like on April 9th, 1991, when the Bulls beat the Knicks by just 2 points after losing their previous 2 games. Or on February 1st, 1993, when they escaped in a 4-point victory over the Jazz. Here's a game from 1996 when the Bulls edged out the Warriors by just 4 points. Jordan dropped 40 and by—
Alright, let me bro, just the sheer, like, impossible. If you get the numbers, bro, there is no possibility that should have ever happened or will ever happen. Jordan is an anomaly, bro. Like, the things he does to his team, different level. Stats like this, whether it's a 7 or 8 year span, because they said 8 seasons at first, then he said 7 seasons. But that's rather here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, 8 seasons, 7 seasons, that's years. That's 7, 8 years. Like, bro, he said 9 years earlier. So I'm like, bro, to not lose 3 games in that whole span, that shows to the greatness of it. And no matter how great LeBron can be, stats like this, and there will be outlandish stats that LeBron has, you know what I'm saying? But no matter how great he is, or no matter, that stuff like this, he's never going to touch. No matter how far he gets, longevity can't beat this stat. That's a winning stat. Like, it's a longevity. He was winning for a long time, so it was kind of like it was a little less than a decade, but that's insane to just, like, there's teams that can't get a 3-game winning streak going in a year. They did it. Well, they didn't lose 3 games straight. I'm sorry. They didn't lose 3 games straight for freaking 8 seasons at least. At the least 7. At the least. Bro, the goatism level of Jordan is ridiculous. In my head, I'm just still thinking about the numbers, and it's like, how? But it's not like how. It's like, how can you even compare him to LeBron? LeBron is great. He's a superstar. He's my guy too. But it's like, when you think about it, and when you start getting deep into the stats and the stories, especially like the winning stats, that's the biggest difference between LeBron and Jordan to me. Like, the winning stats. It's crazy. Let me jump back into it though.
By the way he was playing, he was not gonna lose that game. And then finally, on June 11th, 1997, when the Jazz nearly beat the Bulls 3 times in a row in the NBA Finals. Of course, Jordan wasn't gonna let this happen, so he dropped 38 and Chicago won by 2. And when you look at the numbers in these potential streak-ending games, it's almost like Jordan knew he had this streak going and was ready to go to any lengths to not see it come to an end. That, or the more likely fact that MJ was the ultimate competitor, and anytime he lost back-to-back games, he came out locked and loaded, ready to absolutely bury anyone who stood in front of him. So knowing the player MJ was, this isn't too surprising. But when you take a closer look at the numbers, assess the astronomical odds of this feat, it's hard not to be amazed. And I find myself saying this after every single Michael Jordan video, But what else should we expect? I'll leave y'all with this. Here is a chart showing streaks of games without 3 consecutive losses by all-time NBA greats and current stars. These are streaks held by some of the best players of all time on historical teams. Towards the bottom, you'll see Giannis, Harden. Durant has had a decent streak of his own at 181 games. If you go up the list, you'll see Shaq, Kobe, and Steph floating around 300. And way up there at the top, all alone, is Michael Jordan in
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Now, before I let y'all go, a good friend of mine recently started a YouTube channel similar to mine, but with football. It's called Defying, and he breaks down crazy stories, interesting events, and gets into some of the finer details you never knew before.
Alright, look, I'm gonna stop it right there, y'all. Look, check this out, man. It's so many stats like that, especially I like his videos because he showed like the difference in between Jordan and the rest of the league, the rest of the world when it comes down to basketball, man. And he's not just talking about the current NBA, it's the legends. There's a gap, like, for these certain stats, you feel me? And it's stats people wouldn't even know about. Like, if I wouldn't be watching these videos, I would have never known Jordan went a freaking 8-year span not losing 3 games, you feel me? Which puts him on a level above. Like, that's, bro, he was a winner, bro. Maybe he knew the streak was active. He's like, but maybe that was mentality at the same time. Like, he like, okay, we lost 2 games. There ain't no way we losing a 3rd. Like, that could have probably just been his competitiveness in a sense. I don't know. But, yeah, man, that's crazy. That is a crazy stat, and I love it. I love the fact that the way he deep dives into it. We're going to have to do some more of his videos. If y'all want to see more of his videos and content on the channel, make sure y'all liking and subscribing. I got a lot more coming for y'all. Got gang videos, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of reactions and stuff coming on the channel. Preparing a lot of stuff. We're going to go far together. If you haven't subscribed to the content yet, make sure you're liking and subscribing, bro. I need mad subscribers. Every one of you could get me closer to my goal just by hitting those little buttons at the bottom. It's free. Like, subscribe, and the post notification bell. I hope you know what it is. Until next time, watch it.